my friends. I'm back again in the water. I looked at the astrological chart for today and I was blown away by the fact that the moon in Pisces has conjuncted the Destiny Point and Chiron, the wounded healer, today. You know, I thought the moon would do its thing with Chiron, it did its thing with Neptune. You know, we had the 777 portal, we had the Aries gateway. I thought that it would be moving the Aries today, but Pisces is an incredibly large constellation, and it literally can take 41 days for the sun to move through it, or the moon, or any other planet. And so Pisces is the water. It is the 12th sign of the zodiac. It is the return back to source. If Aries is the energy of fresh starts and new beginnings, then Pisces represents the energy, frequency, and vibration of the return back inside, the return back to our source, back to the ocean, right? So if our souls are like all the many tributaries and creeks and streams that flow back to the ocean, Pisces is that great ocean, that great oneness, right? That great return to the waters of life. And so beautiful, such a blessing that I can come to you from these singing, gurgling, loving waters, the waters of life. And Pisces, in a lot of ways, assists us with reconnecting back in to the waters of life, the oneness of life. And I think it's so interesting that the Sirius gateway happened on 777. And what is that? Well, in a previous video, I talked about, well, what is the Sirius gateway, the 777, how does it all relate? How can we connect to it? And I shared with you all in previous videos that there's a number of things related to 7. So 7, numerologically, is related to the planet Neptune and the sign Pisces. And Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune, the god of the sea. In Chinese astrology, it's the year of the water rabbit, which is related to the soul energy, and it's related to Neptune and Pisces. Additionally, 7 relates to the spiritual, it relates to the 7 chakras. Incidentally, we actually have 3 sets of 7. We have 7 above, 7 in the middle, 7 below. And in theta healing, the 7th plane is known as God's realm. And I was actually in a choir many years ago called the Conspiracy of Venus, and we sang a song, and the main word we said over and over was 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And so what is this 7-7 portal? What's happening today that makes me kind of my mind is blown, because the 777 portal is continuing. And why do I say that? Because 7 is ruled by the planet Neptune in the sign Pisces, and today the moon, which is emotion, it's our sensation, it's the mood, it's the collective feeling, and so right now that moon, how we feel, is in water, which is all about how we flow, how we feel. It's about our intuition. It's about our psychic abilities. And Pisces, of course, is the 2 fishes. And I came out of my house today, and the neighbors were looking at the river, because I'm right near a river where this creek flows into. We'll just go that way. And they said to me, we just saw hundreds of little baby fishes and a big fish. And I just went, oh my goodness. It's just amazing as you begin to learn astrology and you know how to read an astrology chart, and you can look at that chart and every day notice the correlations that are happening in our environment, in our relationships, in the world, in our businesses, with what's happening planetarily. And so I just wanted to hop on here and give you the latest information. I have a lot of Mercury, the sign of communication, in my astrology chart, and so I always feel really called when I have something to share to bring that information to you. So getting back to what's happening today, let's see here, is that we have the moon, right? The motion, mood, how we feel in Pisces. Also, it's exactly next to the Karmic Destiny Point. And the Destiny Point is really cool. In our astrology charts, they call it the north and the south node of the moon. I like to call it the Destiny Point because a lot of people don't know what the north and south node of the moon represent. The north node of the moon represents our destiny, what we're here to learn as souls, right? It's our growth point. And we tend to really have a challenging time with the north node in our chart. It's like our weakest muscle. And yet, if we don't use it and start using it and engaging it and activating it, we feel stuck. We feel frustrated. We're in the whirlpool, circling around. Because when we use our south node, that's our past. That's the muscle we came in with that we're really strong with, that we could use that muscle all day long and never go tired, right? And so it's so important. The universe keeps showing us again and again with the north node or the destiny point, hey, when are you going to start using me? When are you going to start activating me? Because I'm your lesson. I'm here for your growth. I'm your golden star, destiny point. And so that's in our individual charts. And then if you look at it at our collective, we also have what sign the north and south node or the destiny point or the karmic point are showing us. And so the destiny point collectively for the planet right now is in Pisces. And we're in a numerological 7 year, which is a Piscean year. And we're in the year of the water rabbit, which is a Piscean sign. So I sense and feel and perceive that the 7-7 portal lining up with the Sirius gateway, leading into the moon coming together with the north node, the karmic destiny point, and also coming together with Chiron, the wounded healer, is an incredible opportunity today of stepping into our growth zone collectively with the Piscean destiny point. And what is that collective growth zone? Well, Pisces is the water. It's ruled by the god of the sea. It's all about flow. And it really, to me, and thank you so much to one of my subscribers for your comments in my previous video about how you've been reading about the Mary Magdalene energies, the divine feminine energies, because intuitively what comes to me about the 7-7 portal and about the moon being in Pisces today and about the Sirius gateway is that we are opening to receive greater and greater access to the divine feminine source. So for how many thousands of years have we been taught, have spirituality and religious traditions taught us that God was masculine? And so with all of this energy, Pisces being very feminine and very yin, and this year being 7 and 7 being very yin energy related to Pisces, I feel, sense, and perceive that we are being opened collectively to begin to allow and receive in the energy of the divine feminine on greater and greater levels, both masculine and feminine sex beings, to be opening to the beautiful, soft energy of receptivity, of love, of divine goodness, sweetness, the divine feminine and all the power that that contains as well. Okay? In Chinese astrology, this rabbit year is really special because they say, well, how do you know what the rabbit year is all about? Well, you look at the animal and you allow what you see in the animal to teach you about the energies and characteristics that are really positive to learn about in this water rabbit here. We have some rainbows coming through. That's so amazing. And so, wow. And so with this water rabbit year, wow, they say, look at the rabbit, and they see the rabbit has ears, right? And so this year is all about listening. It's all about listening to our intuition, listening to our psychic abilities, listening to our guidance, connecting to source, going out in the water. Right? So I came out here, and Pisces also rules the feet. So it's a really good time to get your feet into the flow. And you can think about the fishes and how they swim in the water and they flow in the water. And I feel like the biggest advice is about going with the flow this year. Right? The last couple years we've had the Karmic Destiny Point in Aries, which is all about leadership. It's all about the masculine. It's a masculine yang sign. And so now the Destiny Point is in a Yin water sign, which is all about connecting to our divinity, connecting to our source energy, connecting to the feminine flow. Wow. And so I just wanted to hop on here and share that information with you all so that we could collectively align today and the next couple days with the energy of the divine feminine. And this is activated at the highest point today, July 10th. And tomorrow, July 11th, we are shifting energy again. And so I feel like this is maybe the deepest sinking in of that 777 portal and the processing time right today. And tomorrow the energy is gonna fly because we have the moon, the collective mood, the energy of how everyone is feeling emotionally, moving into Aries. And so we have Aries moon tomorrow conjuncting the planet Jupiter. And Jupiter is all about expansion and freedom and truth. And in Aries, it's about leadership and action. So if you've been feeling flowy, emotional, watery for the last several days, maybe the last week with the 777 portal, we're about to shift in some really different energy with the moon and Jupiter together in Aries. So I wanted to give you a heads up. Tomorrow, July 11th, that energy is going to really change. Enjoy the flow, enjoy the imagination, enjoy that lunar Neptunian moon as it travels through the 41 degrees of Pisces. And that's what I follow as a 13 sign astrologer. And I wanted to let you know that I am still offering $1 a minute sessions. I love this idea. It feels really fair to me to share information about your 13 sign chart. $1 a minute. You can, if you'd like to set up a session to learn more about what your chart and how it's interacting with these activations of the Piscean energy, and then tomorrow will be Aries energy, you can message me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com. And I just want to send you so much love and appreciation and gratitude. It is such an incredible gift to be able to come out into nature, connect to my heart, and share with you the information of the planets and the constellations and how those energies are affecting us here on the earth plane today, right now. So I send you love from the water, the beautiful water, glistening with the sunlight, and from my own heart, and from all the rainbows that decided to join us today How does it get even better than this? What else is possible? And please remember, you are a miracle. Listen to your dreams, listen to your intuition. They're very heightened right now. If you're feeling emotional or sensitive, we do have Mercury in Cancer. Opposite Pluto, which is depth. So there can be some deep emotions right now. So please be kind, please be gentle, but it is all working to bring up to the surface that which is within you that needs to be lifted, because we are ascending into higher and higher frequencies. And so those lower dense things are just coming up to let go. So I send you love from my heart. How does it get better than this? So much love, so many blessings. Aloha.